Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Florida Gators and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, Dayton Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Well, guys, Florida at Auburn is going to be a really interesting matchup right now. Florida, as you know, has had the toughest schedule in the country for the last couple of years, and this year is no exception. Not only is Auburn always a tough place to play, but they have got a gauntlet coming up. 3 teams on the schedule who were in the college football playoff last year. This is going to be an important, crucial stretch for this new Florida staff and team. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. At the 35, he's open. Wide room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Brown wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Pulls it on the option. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now on the option. The pitch. Going the other way, and he's got room. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option. The quarterback, they've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows when to bring it. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running inside, it's Pryor. Already a solid, found a seam on the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cobb. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A quick pass to the left. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after.
There's some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators. He got loose and it was lights out after that. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
By the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cobb. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying play action. The short hands. It's Cobb. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown Gators. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer, force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Nimrod. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Auburn lines up quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
Got the quick pass. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Cobb.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. White, 29. Trying to impose their will with the run. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big game.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now and getting him stopped.
Brown wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. Got a man. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Maybe some room here. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Florida. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he puts through the extra point.
Number 38, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for space, it's Cobb. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 11 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. So here comes the Auburn offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gators! The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here. And
turns on the Jets. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and take.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play, drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on there.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside. It's Pryor. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He'll get rid of it. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Got the back over the middle. Across the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. And they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Jones to throw. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns in 21 minutes.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got a little grass. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled his way into the end zone. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Pryor. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. On target over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. And first down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Going to the run, it's Pryor. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running inside, it's Pryor. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll play it safe and try for 3. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Wants to throw on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Washington. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Here comes the heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They'll go with Washington.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking for room. It's Pryor. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
Handoff for Ball. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the right. Finding some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Gators! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the point after is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Nimrod. Bounced off his feet. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Turns it on at midfield. Lots of room to run. He's at the 10. Into the end zone.
decent running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The give. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Lets it fly. Working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled.
Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. There's a long and storied history of great